Hi guys, and welcome back to Mountain Medicine. Today we're going to be talking about what exactly wilderness medicine or mountain medicine is exactly, how it's different from normal first aid, who needs it exactly, where do you get it, and how do you go about doing it, and the different levels or certifications. I'm sure you know what first aid is, and there's a plethora of definitions out there. But simply put, first aid is a first response to someone or something that has been injured to decrease how much damage that they receive and to speed up their recovery. Wilderness medicine, the only difference is that you're in a wilderness setting, or mountain medicine, you'd be in the mountains. And generally in wilderness medicine, wilderness first aid, the amount of resources you have is much more limited. So often you'll be using improvised materials such as like t-shirts or sticks, because normally when you're hiking, you only have a first aid kit the size of this big, depending on where you go. So that's a big difference. So when we're talking about people who need wilderness medicine training or wilderness first aid, it can be all over the board. And to be honest, you could say everyone could receive it. Wilderness medicine you can use it whether you're walking in the park or whether you're on an Everest expedition. Probably the most crucial group of people, though, that need this type of training would be outdoor professionals such as guides or maybe pilots, ski patrol people, search and rescue, people like that who their whole job is working in the outdoors. If you want to go about getting it, the Red Cross, St. John's Ambulance here in Canada, they all offer their own wilderness first aid. Granted, they're fairly basic, so you can go that route, or you can go to an outdoor education school, and a lot of them will offer their own training. Or you could, in some cities, they have their own wilderness first aid companies. That's where I got my training done, and I would highly recommend that as well. Probably over the Red Cross or St. John's Ambulance, as people who teach their courses tend to have more training. So last but definitely not least, I'm just going to quickly go over the different levels of training. So, you can generally take a basic wilderness first aid course, which can be anywhere between 1 to 2 days, and you'll learn everything from bandaging to splinting, basic trauma care. You won't go over any illnesses. You can do what's generally known as a 40-hour first aid course, where it's about 4 days, and you do 2 days of trauma and 2 days of the basic illnesses. And that is usually the bare minimum for any kind of guiding job or outdoor job. And then the next one after that is a wilderness first responder, or people call it an 80-hour first aid. That's what I have, and that is 8 to 10 days, and it's 4 days of trauma, and then another 4 to 5 days of illness. And by illness, I mean recognizing different illnesses. Some of them, they teach you how to treat it, and also you learn how to judge what kind of the severity of evacuation it might be. The last type that isn't available to me here in Canada, but in the U.S. it seems to be, is I think it's called a wilderness EMT, and that's just like an EMT certification in the States, I suppose, but with a wilderness component to it. It seems like a pretty cool thing, and I love to do that, but we don't have that here. So to my knowledge, that's the extent of the wilderness medicine certificates one can receive. Thanks again, guys, for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, especially if you're looking to get a job in the outdoors. Alright, well, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time when we're going to be going over first aid kits.